Now, over in Hong Kong, hundreds of office workers in Hong Kong's business district rallied Monday for the first in a week of lunchtime pro-democracy protest. Now, China also says it's suspending U.S. Navy visit to Hong Kong in retaliation for the passage of legislation supporting human rights on the island. Seung-jae has more.
The protests rumble on in Hong Kong. This time, hundreds of office workers in the central business district gathered on Monday for the start of a week-long series of lunchtime protests, backing the pro-democracy movement after its resounding victory in district polls last month. Despite violent clashes with police on Sunday, there was no such confrontations during the 2-hour-long rally as people went back to their offices after a demonstration of solidarity with the protesters. Monday's rally seemed to be aimed specifically at bringing in more office workers from advertising agencies in a bid to build publicity. Some of the workers in the field say they're trying to be the first industry to come out and stop working for 5 days. They say they will stop working for companies and instead use their talents to advertise for the movement, designing posters and leaflets. Meanwhile, China on Monday said it would suspend U.S. Navy visits to Hong Kong and sanction a number of pro-democracy non-governmental organizations amid the human rights legislation which was passed last week by the U.S. China's Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Hua Chunying called on Washington to correct their mistakes and stop interfering in Hong Kong and Chinese internal affairs.
China urges the U.S. to correct their mistakes, stop words and deeds to interfere in Hong Kong affairs and other Chinese internal affairs. China will take further necessary moves in accordance with the development of the situation and will firmly protect the prosperity and stability of Hong Kong, as well as China's sovereignty, security, and development interests.
Watchers say Washington's support of Hong Kong may ultimately affect the ongoing trade talks between the U.S. and China and may lead to further tensions between the world's two biggest economies. Seung-jae, Arirang News.